Well, hello, and welcome to today's live stream on high altitude investing. So, today's live stream is going to be me running over a few coins and answering what questions I can. So, let me make sure the stream health is fine. Yep, looks like we're all set. So, I've gotten some requests from the Discord on what coins I should be going over today. Top requested coins were DCR, Litecoin, Z Classic, turning into Zen, ETH, XRP, Game, and BTC. So we'll get right into that. Once a couple more people hop on the stream, we will go ahead and do those. For now, just so you guys know, I'm just like getting ready to get into my housing situation, so things have been going well. Just been staying in this hotel for a few days, and it's been actually pretty nice here. But I am a little bit sick today. I don't know how I managed to do that. We'll see how that goes. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but hopefully not too long. Let's see. So yeah, DCR is actually looking really, really good. It made this head and shoulders formation. This is actually like a really, really clear head and shoulders formation. And you guys can ask me any questions you need to in there or on the Discord also. So yeah. But yeah, here's this head and shoulders formation that DCR is making. Made. So basically what that is you look right here, and here's the left shoulder. Okay, so here's the left shoulder. Here's the right shoulder of the formation. And then you go, and the top would be your head. And this is not the best way to draw English with that, but yeah, basically left shoulder, right shoulder, head. That usually just, that's a common pattern that occurs. And this is a pretty good looking one too, I have to say. It's very, very uniform, very, very symmetric and uniform. So that means usually when there's a pattern and it's very symmetric and uniform, then it's a good thing. So it means that the pattern is generally a stronger signal. But something else I'm noticing here is, where's my, hold on, come on. Oh, there we go. Curves. Something else I'm noticing here is we have a rounded bottom occurring on top of this current trend we are already in. So this is DCR, by the way. Right now I'm on 1 hour candlesticks, if I didn't mention. And I see this pretty nice rounded support happening right now in DCR. And I kind of think that if this continues to do that, and we find this nice trend to continue, then this coin has a lot of upward potential, like a lot. We've just came to test some recent support, but there's a limited supply of this coin, and the demand is increasing, and so that's one of the things that I look out for, is low supply coins that are increasing by demand. This looks like a pretty good entry right now inside of DCR, especially if you're thinking like a couple weeks. You'd probably be pretty safe putting some money in right now on a DCR trade. It's got a ton of volume. I've been trading it since back here. Sold out a lot of profit here, sold out some more when it came up to this resistance. I'm holding more right now. I scaled out of my position, so I'm holding 2.5 in profit and letting it ride. So we'll see where it goes. But that's DCR, and that's one that was requested. Now let's check out LTC, because this is another one that was heavily requested on my Discord. Welcome to everybody on the stream. I appreciate all the support. Dallin Hood, Lucky Cat, welcome from everybody that's in the Discord. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the invite link to the Discord real quick. So let me do that. Okay. So if you guys don't know what Discord is, it's just literally like a channel, like a how do I explain this? It's basically just like a server, that you can get on and talk with people. It's made for video games, but really you can use it for anything. And I use it for I use Discord for the members here that want to chat and like kind of get more in depth into their trading. And the Poloniex troll box is basically a pretty big troll, if you ask me. So it's just nice to have a better spot where you can talk with people that actually care and are trying to help. And so that's what the Discord is. It's basically just a chat server. But I highly recommend checking it out. There's quite a few people on there. We've got like over 700 members on, like, total, and we're like on our way to averaging like sometimes upwards of 200 people online at all times. So it's it's getting pretty cool. It's getting exciting on there. This is Litecoin, and I'm on 1 hour candlesticks, and this is an excellent breakout pattern, you guys. I've been trading Litecoin from somewhere around here. Once I recently started using Coinigy more for my trading. As you can see, bought it right here. I've got that Litecoin on a wallet right now. I'm holding long for quite some time, probably like a month or so. Putting it on a wallet for me can kind of help lock me into the trade, right, if I'm going that long. So it's definitely looking really good. We broke out of that bottom. Our fib retracement is holding pretty good there. Let's pull this up too. If you put the bottom of the fib right where the volume is, see how the real volume in this breakout happened right here. So I put the fib right there, and what that actually does is it can kind of give you a more accurate fib retracement. This one's a little bit more accurate. So we're coming up into this resistance again, but I feel like we're definitely going to break out of this resistance. So yeah, I'm holding a few Litecoin. My entry was right here at 0.00960, and I think that we're going to see a nice little run in this coin. Don't know when it's going to correct afterwards, but it still needs to go parabolic. So basically that just means like, straight up. It has to go like straight up and then make a pullback. Now when I mean straight up, I don't mean like straight up to like $1 million or whatever, right? But I mean it has to kind of look like that. Because when it goes like that, then it has to be like, okay, what am I really worth? That's how markets work, is they have to see what they're really worth. Litecoin right now, it found out what it wasn't, it found out that it definitely wasn't worth this much down here, and it's breaking out of it. And so now it has to find out what it's actually worth. So it'll go up into a high point, and then prices will probably get rejected, and then we'll see where the market goes from there. But right now, Litecoin still is not done going up on its trend, and it's got quite a ways to go. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Litecoin, another heavily requested one. I apologize for my voice. Like I said, I feel a little bit sick today. Let's go check out Z Classic. So yeah, Z Classic's another heavily requested one. It's good to see everybody here on the live chat. I appreciate it when you guys tune into these. These streams are, I think, a good way to really connect with the community, so we're all kind of on the same page. and we could get ideas and look at ideas on coins that like we're all heavily interested in. Makes it easier. Let's see. So yeah, Z Classic is one that, you know, I've been looking at for a little while. Currently, I do not hold Z Classic, though that's just because I'm trying to keep the amount of coins I'm trading pretty low, and I didn't get the entry that I was aiming for. I have traded this, though, recently on BitterX. Now let's see here. But yeah, it definitely made this little bottom formation here. So it's made a double bottom formation. It's broken out of this double bottom formation. And now I guess we're just kind of seeing where these prices go. Right now, it looks like it needs to kind of catch support right here. If it doesn't catch support right here, then it might fall down a little bit and kind of make like a XMR pattern where you bounce, 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 come down to here, and then it comes back up, and then finally breaks out really, really high, like how XMR did. Because it has some similarities, like this oscillation right here, and this oscillation right here. XMR did the same thing, same with that double bottom. So, you know, it could go up from right here. It could just go like that. But, I mean, if Bitcoin affects prices of alts like I think it will, it might not. So, something to keep your eye on is that markets do a lot of times pull back and have to test usually the 786 Fibonacci retracement. I have a video on Fib retracements. Check it out. I think it can help a lot. It's one of the most useful things in trading. But yeah, that's my current thoughts on this. Yes, it could catch this support and ride this nicely and go higher, but more realistically, I think it might pull back for better entries. Let's see what we're gonna go with. Welcome to all the new viewers here. I've got a list of coins that I'm going over first, then we'll see how much time I have for all the other requests here. And yes, I do live videos every Monday. Today it was on Tuesday, but yeah, they're at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, so try and tune into them when you can. Okay, so our next coin is going to be Ethereum. Another pretty heavily requested, but definitely an important one to be looking at. By the way, I'm using Coinigy.com. I do have a position on Ethereum right now. So yeah, let's like, you know, if we look at this long term, it does have a pretty like obvious trend it's following here. And if it breaks below this trend after making this much like of a, you know, after going down this low that it did, if it comes back down below this trend, you know, I'm not saying it would surprise me, but I will say that this is a pretty strong trend in Ethereum right now that we're above. So at least watch for it to break below this trend line, because it rode it like pretty, you know, it came and touched it here, came and touched it here, first resistance, rode it all along right here, and then now we're back to touching it as support right here again. And so really what I'm looking for in ETH is, yes, this could be a good entry. It could come up for a higher swing, but like it basically dependent for at least my trading plan right now is waiting to see whether it goes below this trend line, because that trend line is very important for Ethereum's prices. It reacts to it pretty significantly. If you're looking for more like on a day trade perspective, because normally when they bounce off support and stuff like that we've been, you can go ahead and hop into like 1 hour chart. That's what I'm in right now. and we've been kind of playing around this 0.5 fib. This fib retracement doesn't usually have as much reaction. Prices tend to react harder at these lower fib retracements, like 786 or 618. Sometimes you do see reactions at this 50% here, and sometimes that 50% does actually, catch and the trend continues, but it's not as probable. But there is a lot of good news around Ethereum right now. There's a lot of money going into it, and so I kind of think it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I generally don't trade directly on fundamentals, and I'm not in this case. I'm trading on this in this case because it's still above my trend line, and so my trading plan states that I should hold Ethereum and buy at good entries until it breaks my trend. So that's why I'm trading Ethereum right now and holding it. Though I will say it does have good fundamentals, but from a perspective of like where the market could go, this might be a loser trade for me. It depends on whether we break below that trend here. But I have stop at 10%, so I usually do 10-30 risk reward. That's what I've been doing at least recently. So yeah, no, Ethereum has a lot of potential here. But normally markets pull up like this, and it's just usually a little bit more realistic for them to come back a little further before going higher. Though, like I said, that doesn't always happen. So that's why you have to have trading plans. You can't just completely base off you can't just completely base off what you've seen markets do in the past. You have to have a plan that works with what markets do in the past. If you can understand what I mean there. Let's see. XRP. Yeah, no, XRP has, definitely a pretty good one. I don't know if you guys have seen my trading view, but tradingview.com/u/Dallas_Anderson is, I have some ideas on here, some some charts that I look at and stuff, and one of them was my XRP call. And if we want to look at my XRP call here, I'll show you guys. Okay, so this is my XRP call. I said go long because I saw a bullish engulfing candlestick and a double bottom formation, and I knew it was going to break out of this due to a lot of downtrending and some nice volume. And sure enough, that's when Ripple did this. So I'm thinking that currently we're going to continue on this trend because the type of move that it's making tells me that there's a lot of money being put into this from somewhere. I've heard a lot of different theories from like Japanese banking, like all these different things, and I bet you that something is definitely driving the price here on Ripple, because markets don't make that type of a move unless there's like a reason to. You're supposed to like watch where the money goes, where it comes from, because where the money goes and where it comes from tells you basically exactly where the market is going to go. This is on a pretty nice trend right now. It could break this trend. Wouldn't surprise me at all if we come right here, do something like that. Although I will say, currently I don't think it will. My current thoughts on Ripple is that we will follow this trend line. We'll continue to get more investors. Something will pop it up into one of these resistance right here, maybe for a pullback, and we'll continue on a trend in this coin. I don't know exactly time frame we're speaking on for something like that. But I will say that there is some more increased, some more pumping that we've been having when it hits support here, and so at least there is still upward momentum on this coin, and if you've got a good entry, I think I would continue to hold it. But it all depends on your trading plan. That's really like 90% of trading. Your trading plan, keeping it consistent, risk and reward is pretty important, and then risk management so that you don't lose too much on any single trade. This is interesting. This is a reversed or an inversed head and shoulders formation. So yeah, that's pretty neat. That can mean a bull swing here in this market. It looks like it's bouncing off this support pretty nicely, so definitely keep your eye on XRP. Game credits, another heavily requested one. Cool. Let's see here. Game credits is looking to be oops. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So we clearly came down to this rejection of the price at 14k satoshis. So right here, prices were rejected, indicating that the market did not want to go lower. So it tested to see if that was true. Tried again. Prices decided that they wanted to go the other direction. Then they were testing to see if it was still a bear market. Prices indicated that it was no longer a bear market. So a huge swing in this coin happened. So this is where the majority of the movement happens generally, is after prices are confirmed to no longer be in a bear market. Because if the bull players are really in this market, then everybody hops on the train. You know, everybody hops to get a chunk of it. They're all trying to make off that run. But what you want to be doing is you want to be entering when prices are rejected, or you want to be entering, when prices are rejected from lows. So you want to be entering in points like this, and then selling, in points like this, and this. Now, from a perspective of like whether this coin is done pumping yet, it really all depends on your entry, but whether this coin is done pumping yet, I kind of think it's probably got a little bit more on that parabolic move here. It just looks like it needs a little bit, needs to kind of pull up a little bit before it pulls back, see what it's worth. But obviously it could do, like, XMR surprised me, because when I thought XMR was gonna moon, it was making one of these patterns here, and it was just like going like this, just like this, and then it broke high, like up into here, and then it kind of fell off, like boom, into here, and bounced like this, and then it mooned. And so, like, you have to remember that's one of the things that happens a lot in markets. It's like they'll come up for these parabolic swings, but really they still have to kind of test support before they keep going up. So it really depends on how high this is finishing pumping. But as far as an entry goes, I would have been looking to enter at a better spot than prices are currently, depending on your trading plan and how long you're looking to hold. But that's my current, that's what I think of this chart right now. Excuse me. Now let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin. So I'm just gonna show you guys my trading view I did on Bitcoin right now, because this is my, like official trading view idea on Bitcoin. This is what I think is like, gonna happen, and I'll explain exactly what I mean by this. Okay, so Bitcoin, you know, this is a pretty touchy subject because obviously we're all invested in these coins. Okay, so we all want them to go the price that we have decided that we think it's going, and that's understandable. We have to remember that and like try and keep an open, logical mind about that, because it's very, very possible that it could go either way. Nobody knows for sure, but I will say that if with proper technical analysis, you can get a pretty good idea of how to, what direction a market's going. And with Bitcoin, according to my technical analysis, we still need to get rejected. Okay? So what I mean by that is we had a breakout pattern in Bitcoin. A lot of hype here in 2013, came up to, went parabolic, $286, and then, it was kind of just side trended until it started breaking very hard and went really parabolic, and prices were actually rejected. And at the 1100 mark, when Mt. Gox happened, 2013, 1202. And then prices had to see, we had to see if Bitcoin was really worth anything. Okay, so we had to make sure it still had value. So it double bottomed during 2015 when I got interested in Bitcoin at around $230. And then everybody decided Bitcoin was going to stay around. And so Bitcoin started buying up, it bottomed out nicely. They decided it was worth more. And so everybody starts getting into Bitcoin. It consolidates and then breaks to 750. This is when people, this is when a lot of people started realizing that this trend had started to reverse. Okay. Really, the main reversal in this trend happened right here, when there's a rejection of the price at $150. That's how you knew. Okay, it's because the prices were rejected there, and then when it broke out of this 786 fib at 313, that was just confirmation right here when it hit 500 the first time in 2015. This was really when it all started. And when I started getting really interested, I remember going to McDonald's parking lot with my friends, hopping on their free Wi-Fi and having a Bitcoin party when it hit 500, just talking about Bitcoin. And then, ever since then, we've just been trending up nicely. But do you see how we went straight up back here? Markets like to do that. They like to go straight up and then get rejected and pull back. And it's because humans like to overhype things. It's because of the emotion behind it. I think that's what we're coming for in Bitcoin right now, is we're about to go parabolic. My first expected resistance is about 1580 to maybe the 1600 1700 range, and then it could still keep going parabolic from there. But that's what I'm thinking in Bitcoin, is it would surprise me if we pull back much, and this could cause a pretty significant bloodbath in altcoins. But that's why I pointed out these altcoins to you today, because these DCR and Litecoin and XRP, those ones look like they can weather the storm. Basically, they look like they're gonna make it through. XMR is another one I think is gonna make it through. A lot of these main capitalized coins, Dash is looking good. Ethereum Classic's looking good. New economies at all-time highs. So, the markets are still looking really good, and altcoins are looking really good. But a lot of terrible coins exist, and when Bitcoin becomes really, really valuable, everybody's you're gonna know what coins are terrible, right? They're gonna attribute their value to the ones that they know work, the ones that have good track records, the ones that have a lot of market capitalization, development. And so what's going to happen, in my opinion, is we're going to see, maybe like the top 10 altcoins top 10 by market capitalization, just do really well. But we'll see. It's all speculation, and this is just my view on the markets right now. But I will say that I've been watching them for a long time, and so I have a pretty good idea of how they move. I'm working on an ebook, you guys. It's going to be called What is Going On? My Guide to the New Emerging Cryptocurrency Markets. More information on that down the road, but I wanted to tell you guys, we broke $30 billion in market cap. In fact, total we're at $30,903,074,526. 24-hour volume is at $443,684,757. Bitcoin dominance is at 66%, so majority is holding in Bitcoin, and that's important because there's something called the wisdom of the crowd, meaning that the majority is generally right. So currently the majority is holding majority in Bitcoin. And yeah, that's basically what's going on, in my opinion, in these markets. Is a lot of these coins look really good right now. Like, let's hop on Poloniex, okay? And let's just kind of look. Let's see if there's any questions. Okay, I'll go over PIVX and GNT real quick, because those look like some pretty heavily requested. And then we'll look at oh yeah, that is looking good. Yes, good. Good chart pattern. You know right away when you see this that entries. Anybody trying to go for a couple weeks on this, pretty good entries. Prices got rejected here, and it's coming for a swing up. Don't know how long that swing up will last, but at least, you know, for a few weeks, this is entries season in PIVX. So yeah, nice suggestion. Definitely keep your eye on PIVX, you guys. It looks like it's got a lot of upward potential, and yeah, definitely want to be looking at. Just bounced off that 5. Could come to the 618. That would be the best entry if you can. 786 is even better. Well, I guess obviously the lowest is better, but yeah, no, this is definitely not bad, especially if you're swing trading it. So, meaning you're just gonna sell out real quick. You're not, because this looks like it's gonna bounce off these fibs pretty nicely for a few weeks. All right, let's see, what's another one? The other one was GNT. I'm a little bit sick today. My stomach kind of hurts, but I'm sure I'll be all right. Let's see, GNT. That's on BitterX. We need to look on Poloniex, because Poloniex is where the volume is, so it's the most accurate. Yeah, because the majority of the volume means it's going to be more accurate. Let's go with 3 hours, and let's double click. All right, GNT. Now, here's one of my failed trades in GNT. Basically a break-even trade. The story behind that one is follow your trading plan, basically. I took it out because I needed the money for something, so. But yeah, trade with money, you know. Trade with money you can afford to lose. Thankfully it was a break-even, so it's no biggie. But yeah, we've got this nice little swing, little cup here. Maybe we're coming for a little handle. That's a little bit of a looks kind of like a cup and handle formation to me. And, you know, this coin has a lot of hype, a lot of volume. Definitely looks like this is where it broke out of its bottom. So I don't think we're gonna like start on any big downtrend yet. I still think it has to kind of make its move before we know where it's really going. So currently it looks like it's going up and will continue to. As far as entries go, depends, but I would go with like 15-minute candlesticks if I was to trade GNT, and I would look for my drawings sometimes. Okay, I would look for to be buying at these 786 fibs, trying to play these swings, see how it's bouncing, see how it comes down here, it hits this fib, but once it hits the 786, bam, instantly to the 618. 786, 382, 786 to the 05. So it bounces off this fib like a lot, right? Which is important. So that's how I'd be trading this coin, is trying to buy off those bounces. And it looks like we're in for another little swing on the upside. But it depends on how strong this resistance is. So we'll see how long term this goes. Oh man, there. We'll see how long term this will go up. It looks like it's pretty good long term. And swing trading, it looks like it's bouncing off the fibs nice. So definitely a lot of money to be made in the volatility of this coin. All right. If you suddenly stumble, huge. You were day trading, suddenly pumped huge like Ripple it did in March. How do you decide your exits? Based on percentage. Great question. So, like, depending on what trading plan I'm doing, I have like 1 month trading plans that I'll do like 60% exits. So I don't exit like at the top of the you know, if you look here on the market, I'll hop over here. So I wouldn't be like, okay, I'm gonna exit right here, or like, okay, I'm gonna enter right here. I try and find a good entry if it turns to be a good entry, and then I decide, okay, how much am I willing to lose? So if I'm willing to lose 10%, so let's say I enter at 7,400 Satoshis right here, I click this long position. If I'm willing to lose 10%, then I'm willing to let this coin go down. Let's see, what would that be? I'm willing to let it go down to 6,700 Satoshis. So I set a stop loss right here, okay? Now, if I'm trying to make like 60%, then I bring this up. And 60% is a lot. You have to have a really, really accurate entry if you're trying to do. If a 6 to 1 ratio is ridiculous, right? But that would mean that I would be aiming to exit like right here, right? But sometimes markets do move like that. It's kind of rare to exactly catch them. So that's why you do like based on percentage. Like a 3 to 1 ratio, something like 30% right here. Do you see how if I entered, let me clear off these fibs and stuff. See how if I entered right here in the market, then I only have this much play. If it falls below this red spot, then it stops me out and sells at right here. This is my stop loss. But if it comes up and the market hits my exit right here, then I sell at a defined percentage gain. That way I can stay consistent, right? That way I'm like, okay, I made 30% on that trade, I'm good. And that way my winners are bigger than my losers too. Because if my losers are only 10%, my winners are 30, then, you know, you come out overall on top. Let's see. What's another question? Okay. one more. We'll go with ARK. And then I'm just going to point out a couple things I'm noticing in the markets. And we'll call it a stream. Thanks for everybody that tuned in, by the way. 6-hour candles. Oh, wow. Interesting. This doesn't look too bad. Let's see here. When did the move happen? Right here. Okay. Oh yeah, that's not bad. That looks like a good entry. Yep, 786 bouncer. Yep. ARK is looking like a pretty good entry. Nice call there. Nice suggestion. Yeah, I would not be surprised if we see a nice smiling entry on that 786 there, and a little swing on the upside. Good eye. ARK is looking good. Keep your eye on it. Obviously, we could fall through, but these coins, you generally just bounce right off 786. It's pretty neat. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the coins. Now let's check out some stuff that's going on in the markets. So if we look at volume, everything's into Litecoin, but the volume is pretty spread. Like there's a lot of stuff with over 1,000 in volume. When I was first getting into Poloniex, there was days it was crazy that we saw something with 500 Bitcoin in volume. And so like it's amazing now to see like thousands and 18,000 volume and like all this volume occurring on these coins. But I will say that I don't know how long it can last for all of them. So just be very careful how much you diversify. Try and keep your plan as simple as possible. Just a few coins that you really believe are going to do well. I keep majority in Bitcoin personally as a cushion because it's the most stable, right? Other than the US dollar, but I don't support the US dollar. And so I keep my majority in Bitcoin because it's the most stable. Now what you can kind of do to prepare yourself for it when Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin does moon like I expect it to, is you can just stick to a few coins. Keep things really simple. Don't try and get yourself overwhelmed with a ton of positions. Diversifying isn't always good, especially in trading. Unless you're doing just like a long-term portfolio to forget about, like legitimately forget about. And if you're doing that, then you're not gonna want to probably keep your coins on Poloniex, or you'd probably be all right. But it's better to keep it on like wallets and stuff if you're doing that. Now, it's just really important to remember that although all of these coins are up really high right now, they've looked like this many times in the past. Okay? They've looked really, really good many times in the past, and then Bitcoin just crushes them. So I'm just letting you guys know, be careful. I don't think anything too crazy is going to happen. I think a lot of the money is going to go, overall it just makes all of them richer. Overall, it just, at the end of the day, once Bitcoin makes a correction, the majority of the money stays in cryptocurrency. So it just makes all of the altcoins richer afterwards. But only some of them can pump with Bitcoin. So yeah, that's today's live stream. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I appreciate all of the questions and support. Things have been going very, very well. And yeah, I will continue to upload daily, and we've been working on the Discord a lot. It's a pretty big thing going on here. We have like I said, 700 members, lots of people on here talking and getting to know each other. It's a good place to be. So I recommend checking that out. And then also I recommend signing up for my email list. I got better shout outs, and I'm working on exclusive content and emails, and that's completely free. Just hop on highaltitudeinvesting.com. I'll go ahead and drop this link right here in the live channel, and sign up for my mailing list, because I think that you guys will appreciate that content coming that way. Did a little redesign on my website. I'm still gonna I'm still gonna do a full redo of my website, because it needs some work. But for now it's okay. And if you want to sign up for VIP, go ahead and click Discord and VIP. We accept PayPal and Bitcoin. There's the 1 month, 1 year, and lifetime. 1 month is $59.99. 1 year is $299.99, and a lifetime is $11.99. So yeah, check out the Discord. Oh, and here you can click on this Discord link, and you can use Discord in your internet browser or on your phone, your mobile phone, and you could just be uptown on Poloniex on your phone, and you could be talking on Discord too, on my server with the other traders. So I recommend checking that out. But yeah, happy trading. I appreciate all the growth in this channel. Thank you guys so much. I think we're coming for some pretty awesome times here in cryptocurrencies. All this money coming in isn't going to do anything but make a lot of us really wealthy. So I'm happy to be part of it. I'm happy to be helping you guys be part of it. And yeah, more good stuff to come. Thank you guys so much for everything you do and all the support. I will catch you in the next live stream, again, every Monday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Follow me on Twitter at highaltitudeinv. And yeah, stay profitable as always. See you guys in the next stream and video.